Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today. Appreciate you watching. Today I'm going to do a little tile bathroom. I'm going to start tearing it out and get the floor prepped. The bathroom's only about 5 by 5, so it's not a very big bathroom. But I think we're going to lay the tile on point and just kind of make it a little fancier for them. The contractor was going to do it, and he kind of ran into a bind, so I told the customer I'd be happy to do it for him. So before I get started, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button and the like button. Help me grow the channel. So I'll show you what I got going on, and I'm going to get started tearing out. Got to pull the toilet first and start busting out some tile. Okay, so here's the bathroom floor, and we'll pull the toilet. There's nothing major here. We're going to pull the base off and then pull the tile and whatever underlayment they have underneath it. So that looks like it's down pretty good. Okay, so I got all the tile busted out of here. It was down pretty good. And then I got to take, this looks like some 1/2-inch board I got to take out of there too, so it'll be fun as well. But they did it the right way. They thin set the board down, so that's what you want to do. So made a little bit of a mess. I thought about masking this or draping this cabinet with the blanket, but they're going to refinish it anyway, so I didn't worry about it too much. So if anybody sees that I didn't do that, don't panic, because it's going to get refinished anyways. So we're just going to keep going on this floor and see if we can get this board out of here. Okay, I got that all torn out and vacuumed up, swept up and vacuumed up. It's pretty rough. Like there's a lot of voids and some of the old thin set, but I might have to scrape a few spots down still, but I don't know, I might work at that a little more and try to get some of that thin set up, but it's down pretty good still in those spots. So I may work out a little more. Probably just go in here, back in here with some 1/2-inch board. I thought about when I originally looked at this bathroom, I was going to do some lath and then float it, but I have to match up with the doorway floor. So 1/2-inch will bring me up to that. I could come in here with some 1/2-inch underlayment and then put some lath and float it, and I may do that yet. I haven't decided, so I'll get busy on make a decision and go for it. Okay, so I decided I'm just going to put this board down, this 1/2-inch Durarock. It doesn't make much sense to lay some plywood and then put lath over it. That's one more step I got to do. That's what I originally planned on, is putting lath down and then floating it to get the height I wanted. But it looks like right here we're gonna come in just about where, even with this existing floor here, because we're gonna tie in with some LVP right here, and I got some a trim edge ordered for that, so I think it'll finish it off nice. So this is what I'm putting this down with. If you can see these, I got these 1.5 inch, got a little bigger head on it. It's for Durarock, and then it kind of countersinks itself there to get them nice and flat. But what really holds this stuff down is your thin set. So use a good, like we're going to plywood to this, use a good modified thin set. I like the Ultraflex 2. That's what I use. It's never let me down, so I kind of stick with that. And this one I'm actually going to use a 1/4 inch by 3/8 notch. That's probably overkill, but there's some pitted areas and some other things I want to get filled in good, so I'm just going to use a little bigger notch. Normally like a 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch should be sufficient. So, but I know from experience that the thin set's what holds this stuff down. So just thin set your entire board down, and then I'm gonna sponge it. I'll take a sponge and I'll just kind of go over the back of the board and also the floor, just kind of so that it doesn't absorb the moisture out of the thin set as quick. So we want a good bond there, so I'll do that. But I'm just going to start cutting this board and laying it in here. So I'll get it all dry fit, and then I'll mix up my thin set and then start putting it in place. Okay, I got my board marked out. I think I can get around this cabinet and everything. So I'll take it outside and cut it. I usually just cut it with, well, not usually, but I'm just going to cut this with my cordless worm drive skill saw with a carbide blade, but you can cut it with the angle grinder, and diamond blade works real good too. So I'll take it outside and cut it and bring it back in and see if it fits. Okay, so I lied. I ended up cutting it with my angle grinder with a diamond blade on it. Cut right through it like butter, and a nice sized battery. So I'm gonna lift these up. I'll get my mud mixed up, and then I'm gonna take my sponge, go across the floor and the back of the board, and then I'll try my thin set on, and then I'll be able to screw it down. There's a few low spots over here, so I'll just spread that out accordingly and fill in some of these pitted areas. So I'll get busy on that. Okay, so mixing your mud, you want it to hold a ridge. So I think I about got that right. It has the mixing ratio, all its valves, read the instructions. Got the mixing ratio on the back. And then I want you to mix it for 3 minutes, let it rest for slake, let it slake for 5 minutes, and then mix it for another minute, and then you're good to go. So I don't know. I've mixed a lot of thin set, so I kind of got to feel how I want it. You just want it to hold ridges, and so anyways. Okay, I got board all down, and then I run my fiberglass tape across the seam there and feather that out. So should be good to go. I'm just going to let it. I'm actually not going to set the tile today, so come back and do that. This is just something I've been working on in the evenings, so I'm not getting a ton of time in on it. But it's ready for. It should be ready for tile tomorrow. Okay, guys, I got this floor all ready to go, prepped for tile. I'm going to call this video a wrap. I appreciate you watching. I'm going to do a follow-up video on setting the tile, and like I said, I'm going to set that on point, and it should dress it up real nice in this bathroom. So, like I said, I'm going to tie into LVP in that hallway, and so our board, the height of that board is coming into that hallway, and I think it's going to match up nice. I've got some Schluter trim I'm going to try in there that I think it'll make a nice transition into that LVP. So appreciate you watching, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.